Hey, hello everybody, Jayborino here. Playing some StarCraft 2. It's Wings of Liberty. We're on map 2.
Thanks to your actions, Marsara is now in a state of open revolt against Arcturus Mengsk. Ex-convict Tychus Findlay has revealed the Dominion came to Marsara to excavate an alien artifact. Seizing the artifact will strike another blow against the Dominion and generate funds from selling it to Findlay's mysterious contacts.
Cool. Get some cash for this.
This old outpost don't look like anything special.
Keep your shirt on, son. Dominion engineers been digging out here for months. See that crane? They're getting ready to move the artifact they found off-world.
Well, I'll be damned.
See? You gotta have a little more faith, Jimmy.
All right. Time to give the Dominion a wake-up call. Let's smash that base and haul that baby out of there.
So I think the achievements for this one are to find all the resource pallets, which we're going to want to do anyway because it's money, and then finish in under 10 in-game minutes, which I don't think is particularly challenging. We'll see. But we're pretty early on, so strategy isn't really that important. Just make a lot of Marines, build some extra barracks, spend your money as you get it.
We'll need a lot more Marines before we take on the Dominion outpost. Train them up at the barracks. While we're at it, extra SCVs will help us harvest minerals faster. Train them up at the command center.
So honestly, one of the only things that can really go wrong on this map is getting supply blocked. Probably want to get 4 barracks out or so, and then just slam out Marines and get a couple medics. We won't need too many. So we'll get a refinery pretty early, but we won't need too many SCVs on it. On Brutal particularly, the enemy does assign higher aggression to your healing units. So medics and repairing SCVs in particular receive a higher priority to be attacked, so they may get focused down. You can kind of abuse this because that means they're not going to be hitting your combat units, so you may actually end up saving more units, assuming you have enough medics and can protect them. So we don't need that many SCVs mining on gas. And for now, we're just going to make combat units until we can move up here where we can get 2 semi-hidden pallets of resources, and once we get those, that fulfills the achievement. There's a few more, but they're in obvious spots. But then obviously we'll have some extra money, and we throw down, I would say, 4 barracks total here. We get another one for free later on in the mission. And then we can pretty easily coast to victory from there with what's left. So we're probably going to get like 3 medics with this group, and that should be enough to keep everything alive in the meantime. Actually, we're going to get supply blocked if we were to build another medic, so let's just make Marines as we wait for the supply depot. We're not going to need any more SCVs on gas. Let's go get our second barracks as well. I'm pretty much just going to wait for the first Dominion attack. Once that comes and attacks us, then we can move out and grab those resource pallets. So StarCraft 2, I think, especially on Brutal, is much more about execution on timings, understanding when the enemy is going to attack you and how the AI reacts in certain ways based on its attack waves. So I don't think it's... See, as they tried to move forward to go for my medics instead.
The doctor is in.
Okay, let's move up and grab these resource pallets. So there's an endless debate about StarCraft 2. Some people don't like it. I honestly have gotten to the point where I find it exhausting, so I really don't feel like rehashing that over and over and over. So that's not what this series is going to be about, besides some basic observations. But, you know, we can talk about the differences between this and StarCraft 1. Again, I feel like it's a little faster paced than StarCraft 1, and they had to make it that way because otherwise you're basically fighting the game in StarCraft 1 as compared to the actual enemy, in single player at least. And you have some map tried to make the AI a little more interactive to avoid that. Let's go ahead and wait for a couple more Marines and then we'll head out. But otherwise, now that you don't have to really fight with the interface as much, it's a lot nicer just to play, but then also they had to make it more challenging to compensate. So that's why a lot of the missions are less build and destroy and more so you got to get to an objective at a certain time. Let's move these medics to the back.
Commander, the Dominion is attacking the rebel base to the southwest.
Good. That'll keep the Dominion off our backs.
Those folks need our help, Tychus. There's no way we're leaving them to rot.
Okay, we'll throw down 2 more barracks at home, and then we're just going to start pumping out Marines like crazy.
You guys sure are a welcome sight. But we're with you. Just tell us where you want us.
Welcome aboard, boys.
It's Rainer's boys.
By the number.
Okay, and we're going to move out here pretty soon. Run, Marine, run! He made it.
Rainer's the man.
And this is where you just queue up
Dominion can go to hell.
lots and lots of Marines. I think this guy says something to us.
Bad guys are that away. Go get them.
Go get him! Alright, so lots and lots of Marines. We can push these back. We have enough medics. There's a tank in the enemy base, only on Brutal, so as long as you're aware of that, it's really not a big problem. I should have started these barracks a little bit earlier. That may prohibit us from getting enough Marines out fast enough to meet the 10-minute time limit, but I'm really not that concerned. Let's move on up.
Warning. Dominion Hellions approaching.
Please state the nature of your medical.
Okay, and I'm just going to rally up to the ground up here so that my units don't get stuck anywhere or stuck spawning because the unit that they're rallied to dies. I usually like to rally to medics. Okay, let's move on up and just make this happen. There's really no way to get into this bunker without losing stuff.
Nice job cleaning out that bunker, Jimmy. Between your boys and my skills, we are gonna go a long way together.
So avoid going to the right because that's where the tank is. It's up here. So if you want to clear out this base as much as possible without getting in range of it. And then we just start taking out their production while we wait for more units to get up here and help us out. So again, rally to the ground. Don't move over too far to the right and get rid of their SCVs as they come into repair. I think we have too many medics, honestly, but that's okay. You get, I think, 3 or 4 from rescuing that base. Stay away from that side. Let's move up here. And I think at this rate we'll finish in under 10 minutes as well. We got all the resource pallets. And we have to make a run on that tank as well. So get rid of this barracks. We spread out just like the smallest amount and then we run on top of this thing. We can get rid of this Hellion on the way. We're supply blocked, but that's fine. We're not going to need anything else. And then we just rally up to this location as more Marines stream in. And yeah, we could have made more depots, but again, not super necessary at this point. I'll queue up 2 more, but that's pretty much all the money, and we have so many Marines queued up, it's crazy. But one thing I can show with this series, as I kind of did with my my Legacy of the Void Brutal walkthrough, which will be part of this series, is...
Outstanding. With that barracks and factory trashed, we just gotta mop up any stragglers and we're home free.
Is with map knowledge and an understanding of mechanics, you don't have to worry as much about
Crane controls
clicking really
accessed.
fast.
Decrypting security overrides. Crane control established.
Beautiful. Now let's reel that sucker in and get out of here.
So again, you don't have to necessarily be perfect in execution, but it's just understanding how the game works. I think makes a huge difference in like, you can have 200 APM and go in completely blind and you'll do fantastic. Alternatively, you go in with some knowledge, you'll do very well. Okay, so under 10 minutes and we got all the pallets. That's exciting. Let's head back to the bar. We'll click on stuff. Just stuff. This is our last time in the bar.
Thanks for staying with us. Let's go now to Kate Lockwell with an update on Jim Raynor's violent uprising.
Thanks, Donnie. Raynor's clearly widening his list of targets. He's attacked a Dominion archaeological dig and possibly seized a dangerous alien artifact.
Emperor Mangsk spoke on this subject earlier today.
There's no telling what kind of havoc these supposedly innocuous relics might wreak upon our worlds. Anyone found in possession of these items will be dealt with to the fullest extent of the law.
Look on the bright side, partner. You're a wanted man either way.
Thanks, Tychus.
Shocking, Kate. I imagine civilian casualties were high as a result of Raynor's terrorist actions.
Actually, the only civilian deaths appear to be collateral damage from overzealous Dominion security forces.
Thanks, Kate. You heard it here first. Jim Raynor, killing women and children on Marsara.
So who's your mysterious buyer, Tychus? Who are we supposed to hand this artifact over to?
A bunch of eggheads I ran into called the Mobius Foundation.
Mobius? They're a legitimate research group. Why the hell are they talking to you?
Soon as your boy Minsk made it illegal to trade in alien goods, they got desperate. And you know me, Jimmy. I am a great patron of the sciences.
Hilarious.
What was it like, Jimmy? Fighting them Zerg.
All the scrapes we were in back in the day, all the narrow escapes, none of it compares to how terrible they are, Tychus. You don't know what real fear is until you've got 1,000 of these sons of bitches barreling down on you.
Have to say, Jimmy, you turned into a real impressive fighter. If I was old Minsk, I'd be running scared for me too.
You really mean that, Tychus?
Nah, I was just kidding.
What was Jim Raynor doing before Mission 1? He was still running the revolution, he had a fleet of battlecruisers, but he was just down here drinking? I don't know.
Oh, man. Didn't the magistrate here know he was hiring an arch criminal as his marshal?
He was counting on it. Guess my tough guy reputation kept things nice and quiet around here. All the time I wore that badge, I never had to shoot anybody.
Well, where's the fun in that? What's this? I heard them Zerg got burned out by them creepy Protoss a few years back.
It's been 4 years and they're still finding burrowed dens out in the wastelands.
Well, a trophy like that's gotta fetch a good price on a black market. Up for some hunting, partner?
Knock yourself out, Tychus. Me? I've hunted enough Zerg for 2 lifetimes.
That'll be more than enough here pretty soon. Don't you worry, they won't be that expensive anymore. Alright, this has been Jayborino. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.